Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer. Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, girl.
We here.
What you doing? Just body rolls.
Rap.
How you living?
What's up, guys?
It was
Welcome
an interesting
back to another
start.
episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. And I'm excited. I'm happy we're back. We're sorry we missed last week. Most of us have crazy, busy schedules right now. So we just were like, you know what? If Mike can't be here, none of us want to be here.
I'm Mike Spillane.
I'm Mike Spillane.
I'm Sparty Kid.
Guys, I needed this right now. I know.
So what Mike didn't tell you is that last week he missed because he just started a really cool youth group. And he just wants to wrap it out for a minute and talk to you guys about our Lord and Savior, Cthulhu.
Boots it, cats it,
Yeah,
boots it,
no, dude,
boots
it's
it,
really,
cats it,
you know,
boots
I
it,
just want to. Can I turn my chair around? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Am I?
Do it.
Do you relate to me now?
Oh my god. I
Well,
wasn't
hold on
listening
1 second.
before.
Oh no!
Wait, what is he going to get?
Please be
No,
a
listen,
puka shell
guys. All
necklace.
right.
If you came out with a puka shell necklace, I would have turned everything off and been like, "We're done. That's it. Everyone's dead."
We
I
peaked.
still had a shell necklace. That's the only reason it would ever get used is for youth group related commentary.
Can't wait.
Perf. Mike's getting a puka shell necklace for next year's white elephant we're doing. Let's lead it off with our first shout outs of this stream. We're going to start out with the youth pastor himself, Mike Spillane.
All right. Well, first, since I missed last week, and we all ended up missing last week. The reason for it, the real reason, aside from the youth group, was it was my girlfriend's birthday. So happy birthday, Mal. Love you. I know you're doing other stuff right now, but yeah, I care about you. So that's a reminder.
There you go.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram. Check all that stuff out. And also, tomorrow's going to be basically like a holiday. So enjoy it.
Up next, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Delgado.
Hello, it's me, the myth. I'm just going to do two little ones today. First, I'm going to shout out my friend Chris / roommate who gave me this wonderful dice holder right here. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, just kidding. It's a mimic. It's a dice jail.
That's dope.
That is sick.
Yeah, but for real, this is awesome. It's from Forge. I don't know this company, but they make amazing mimics. So give them a check.
Look at that.
And the other's just gonna be the same as it always is. So let's all do it together. 3, 2, 1. Fuck
you,
Donovan. And back to Pat.
And on that note, we're going to go to my brother from another mother, Carlos.
What? That's me?
That is you.
I want to give a shout out to Mountain Dew. Thank you for keeping me awake while I'm at 3 hours of sleep for the past 2 days. Thank you, Mountain Dew. Back to you, Pat.
Wow.
Love that. Solid shout out. And last but certainly not least, the chief himself,
Oh.
Dice Daddy.
Hey guys, wanted to do my normal shout outs. Roll20, thanks for being awesome. David Hemingway, why won't you return my calls? The restraining order hasn't taken effect yet, so that's on you. Of course, make sure to follow Mythic Portal Games, Printable Heroes, Kev's Lounge, Zer Jester Artist Shop, Kezia Suarez Art, A2 Alley Art. Shout out Tapatio, thanks for being awesome. Yeah, and that's all I got. No bits,
Follow me too.
just fists.
Yeah, follow Carlos on the Instagram. What's your Instagram handle, Carlos? CC Gorm?
Almost. CCORGOM. It's also on the Junk Drawer page.
Definitely is. Because he is the art man supreme. And he did an awesome art of Thor and Loki reunited
I know
for the
that.
first time, but not really.
Which is on our Instagram right now. Go see it, like it,
Check it
comment
out.
on it, and
Tell us why Donner's your favorite.
Favorite
Your name
brother
isn't even-
to
your name's
Loki.
Donner. Your name's not Donner anymore.
We can do our first poll. Connor or
Who is
Loki?
your favorite
Who is your favorite
character?
god?
Talos.
And why is it Justin?
Pelor.
I am going to shout out my wife like I always do. Thank you for letting me play Imagination with you guys every week. I appreciate it. And I also would like to shout out, just you guys. You guys deserve shout outs for coming and hanging out and making this fun, even though we all can't be in front of each other all the time. Shout out to us, like fuck all the rest. Except for you guys that are watching, I love you. But anyone that's not watching, fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you,
Wow,
Jeremy.
You just said fuck you
Wait,
to like so many people.
I said
Wait
fuck you
1
to a
minute.
lot of people.
the bus driver shouldn't talk to you. Yeah, he shouldn't.
Well, golly, gee willikers.
I would also like to say, because we were listening to last session last night, that Pat's lovely wife, Pat was like, yeah, I say the thing like every episode. And she goes, that's a little much, isn't it? Just deadpan. She goes, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's my wife in a nutshell. But anyway, with all of that being said, one of our more raucous openings in quite some time, especially when we're all about to die.
Living on the edge.
I already got my music going.
Some
I
switchfoot.
have to put my dent on at some point. Beep. Okay, so last time we were all together.
Dare you to move.
Excuse me. We had our current party. We had the revelation that Drummel was not Drummel. He was Loki. And we had found that he was Thor's long lost brother, who was not really lost. He was also
He was in our hearts the whole time.
I was the friends you made along the way.
Maybe you'll always be my Kralash at Demon Head. So through that, we were able to, we started going through the forest. We started seeing all the different carnage. And we found that there were some Drugar screamers who were just kind of, they seemed like they were going to be doing some Banshee-like damage, but it turned, in fact, that they were kind of homing in and bringing your party to attention of Turkhouse, the fire giant.
Turkish.
Who happens to be a grunt fire giant. There is a lot of battle that's been going on. There have been a few of our party members who have gone down. Last we were together, Turkhouse, in a fit of desperation, had released 2 fire elementals that are currently crawling all over Donner, it seems. And Donner, in a bout of desperation, tried calling his hammer, and instead got someone else or something else. You'll find out right now. It's so. Donner, with your arm outreached, you don't feel that familiar pull, but the sound of thunder becomes louder, almost deafening, as there's a massive crack in the sky. It seems to open up, almost like a beacon. If I remember correctly, Loki, you are currently on Turok's face. Thokk is very far away. Valdana is very fucked up. And Alder has just got back up as the sky parts and opens up. And within this kind of beam of radiant energy is a figure. And the figure seems to be clad in this almost pewter bronze lined armor. It seems she has a eagle head on one shoulder, and on the other shoulder seems to be a dragon embedded, almost like it's curling around something. She has these massive wings that outstretch her entire body that start pure white, and as they get closer and closer to the tips, they are this dark, almost onyx color. And you see dancing off of the wings are just streams of this radiant electricity. And in her hand is this very nasty looking, I would say, a cross between a maul and a blade. It's completely golden, and it looks to be two-handed as her feet lightly touch the ground. And this is, as Thokk would know, Queen Anja. Her hair has been pulled back. She is covered in just different kinds of gore and you can think possibly brain matter from what she's been fighting through. Her face is fierce, and it is, I wouldn't say cold, but stern. And she looks to be in her early 60s, mid 60s. And she just has this intensity behind her eyes as she lands in front of the slightly blinded fire giant with her hammer in her hands. And we'll take it from there. So, Anja touches down, and let's say here, I don't have a marker for her yet, but I will put her down. And I will also put music on because, it's kind of on brand now.
The silence is deafening.
What's that? Beep, beep.
Can I just say he's more than slightly blinded? I stabbed both of his eyes.
You did.
Hard.
Yeah, like right in the eye.
Okay.
Oh, right in the kisser.
All right.
All right. Fucking. We all did stuff, Josh.
Yeah, I fell down.
You did fall
Like
down.
I'm
Pat.
dead.
Like
Actually,
a-
I'm not. I'm up again, but I did die.
He is up. Let me see if this. Okay. So, Anja has kind of touched down, and she looks around, and it seems that she's surveying the kind of damage that's going on in the forest that's currently burning and singeing down. As we're gonna have Turok, or Turkhouse, sorry, Turkhouse,
Turkish.
swing and try to hit the queen with his massive maul.
So, am I still on his face?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna move it then.
Like ah.
I'm just holding on for dear life.
Where did you put a marker down for her?
I haven't yet.
Okay, I was just curious. I was trying to find the location.
Okay. I'm gonna put a marker down for her. Just give me one moment, please.
No, you're good.
Please. Give me
Take
some.
your time.
Fill in some gaps. Start talking to each other.
Oh God, it all hurts.
What?
I said it all hurts.
Yeah, cool. I don't know what he's saying. Why am I switching back into Dremel? Fuck. Oh, I'm talking to
Turok's
myself.
like, your
Oh, this is a new
accent.
mechanic I can do.
I mean, it's comforting to hear that voice, but also it's also weird because I know you now. Stab him in the other eye.
He
Stab.
did that already, so not a lot to be accomplished from that.
Okay, stab the fire elementals in the eyes.
Got it. I'll pick his nose.
You have the phone. I'll pick his nose.
Roll to pick his nose.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay.
Pick with the knife. Might get brain damage.
Well, I want to get a fire giant nugget. I hear it's more rare than gold.
Stop.
Just a 15 pick.
For his nose? No.
Oh, what about if I add my
15
attack
give me a
modifier of
nugget.
8? 23? Is that does it
Yes.
successfully pick?
That'll pick his nose is boogie free.
Okay, sweet. Now, how much is this worth on the open market?
That's a great question.
At least half a copper.
Oh,
At
hell
least
yeah.
one whole stropony.
A whole stropony?
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
I have it now.
In this economy.
Do you?
Yes, because I wrote it
Okay,
down.
so we are going to go to so we have our previous initiative order, which is Loki. Then we have Alder, Thokk, Donner, and then bottom of the barrel.
Savage.
Well, I mean, it's not you guys, so why is it important? So we're going to go from the
And then
top of the round.
others.
So Alder, or not Alder, I'm sorry. Loki, you are currently on Turkhouse's face.
He's still attacking, yeah?
He's going to, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna roll to pick his nose. But with like a sharp, a spear, and I'm not going to take anything out of it. Except I probably will.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack on Turkhouse's face.
Modded 20?
Yeah, that'll pick it.
Alright, cool.
Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm going to give you lots of damage.
Ooh,
Damn.
yeah. Alright, first attack is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay.
Yep. So then I will attack again.
Go ahead.
Oh, 11.
11 will not hit.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to swing my sword, my stabby, hit the back of him one more time for my bonus action.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that's always good.
All right, let's see. 4.
Okay.
That was my crit damage.
A strong gnat.
A strong 4.
A strong boy. Okay, so you take your spear and you're able to slash and just do a lot of visceral damage to his face as you see that Turkhouse is trying to both shake you off, not try to bat you at his face because he has both of his hands on his maul, and he's trying not to have a disadvantage of any kind of attack. So with that, we will move on to the now sentient Alder.
Okay. As I gonna go ahead and just kind of collect myself and get back up, and I'll be like noticing that Queen Anya's here now, and I'm like, that looks exactly like what Vindran described to me. Okay. And I'm gonna just kind of crack my neck and be like, I guess I'll fit in, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Call Lightning on Turkhouse.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a dexterity save for me.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
And I'm out of 3rd level spells.
He got with his dex save, he got a 17.
That is the save, so he'll take half damage.
Okay.
Bad start.
That's always good, right?
15, so half to 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Is what he'll take.
And you see his body light up. Dremel, I will say you'll take residual lightning damage, but about 4 points.
Okay.
As your body is also slightly lit up with lightning.
But like just enough to get you a little fired up.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
just
Like
a
it's enough to give you a little jolt.
It's
Come
fun.
on, baby, light my fire.
Hey, watch where you're going.
He's a big body, and you're on it, so...
Then go for anywhere else on the body.
There's only so much I can do when lightning courses through. Anyways, yeah.
Anything else, Alter?
No, that will end my turn.
All right, Thokk, you are up, sir.
10, 4. I am going to run here.
Okay.
And with the great sword, I'm going to slash down on... They're fire elementals, right?
Yes, they are fire elementals.
I'm going to slash down on that one between me and Donna.
Okay.
That is going to be 18 to hit.
18 will hit the fire elemental.
Okay. That's gonna be... Ooh! Oh, wow. 666. That's great.
Oh no, that's the devil's baby.
Hey, dude, not in here, man. Not in this youth group.
16 magical slashing and 6 radiant. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Wasn't one of them about to die?
It depends. Well, which one was it again? Go ahead and click. It was this one?
It was this one, yeah.
Okay.
So that's... What I said was? Well,
a lot.
22 total if radiant doesn't make a difference.
So you're able to slice into this elemental as it disperses with this primal kind of screech as Thor, you see it kind of dissipate in front of you.
Okay, and then the last 5 feet of movement, I'm going to take one more step this way. And I'm going to move my spiritual weapon on the giant and make an attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that's a natural 3. So
not
what?
This time?
No.
So
I'm not even going to add the math.
It's probably a good idea. Don't do that.
Yeah. No. Okay. And that'll be it for this turn.
Okay. So we will then move on to Thor. It is your turn.
Right. So I laid prone, so I'm gonna use half my movement to get up.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna take 2 swings at the elemental in front of me, unless. Give me one moment, please.
No, you're good. Take your time. Take your time, please.
I don't want to do it there. Okay, perfect. Actually, I'm going to make use the other part of my movement to go here, stay within his range of attack, and I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt, and that travels within 100 feet, and I'm going to shoot it straight. I don't know if you... Oh, you guys can see it good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shoot it that way and hit what's his dick as well.
Okay.
Shoot it between Anja and Val. So that is a dex save for both of them.
Okay, for Val and Anja?
No, for the fire
Elemental.
elemental and the giant fire guy. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's both of them are dex?
Yeah.
Okay. So Turkhouse got a 21.
That's going to save.
Okay, and the fire elemental looks to have gotten a 12.
That's going to fail.
Okay. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
I'm going
it
to
is.
give you lots of damage.
Lots of damage. Okay. And I'm going to burn a sorcery point just to re-roll these and hope they're better. Way better. Fucking love when that happens. I'm also out of third level spells if it makes you feel any better. Older.
Oh no, I figured it would be happening to all of us at some point.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's 10, 19, 22, 26, 34. So 17 for Turkhouse and 34 points of damage to the elemental directly in front of me.
So you see the elemental start to flicker and its light very dim.
Damn. Thought I was going to kill it. It's fine. Cool. And that's all I got because I used a spell thing.
Okay. So as you are doing that, it is now Valdana's turn, and she immediately looks over at Anja and she goes, "Hi, I'm sorry." And you just see Anja just look at her, and she goes, "Yep, I'm doing the thing. I'm swinging the thing." And she goes immediately towards trying to go for the knee on Turkhouse with Flash, and she does not do a good job. So you kind of see her sword light up, spark up, as it just scrapes against Turkhouse's knee. It is now... Well, we have one fire elemental now, so...
Don't forget, Bless is still up, by the way. I never brought it down.
Bless up, fool. So fire elemental is going to go for... Well, Donner's the only one that's kind of close, and it's going to be a ditch effort to try to hit him. So that's going to go well.
Do it.
So he's going to do a touch attack. That is a 25.
That's going to hit.
All right. And then that is going to be... Okay. That is going to be a whopping 11 points of fire damage.
Oh, no, it hurts so bad.
And then because you're making fun of him, he's going to go again for you.
No.
Sound more frightened.
I'm so afraid.
Stop! That is a 14. Does a 14?
That does not hit.
So with this kind of waning flame, it just tries to scorch anything else off of you, and it's almost pathetic at its attempt to try to harm you. Okay. It is now Turkhouse's turn. And Turkhouse can't see shit.
He's got no eyes left.
He's got no eyes.
He's got no eyes.
There's a skull on it. So let me see if he can recharge his blast. He could not. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, dude, it happens to everybody.
It doesn't. He's having performance issues. So he is gonna thrash wildly. So we're gonna do a Reculus. Like in general.
Oh, awesome. So could he hit himself in the face?
No.
I don't know how reckless he was going.
Shoot. Okay, so I have the first one. I'm just gonna write down these. Well,
I mean, it's a straight roll, isn't it? Because he's blinded. So even
It's
if
at
he's reckless,
disadvantage.
it's... Oh, fuck.
which you're lucky because I critted on the DM dice.
So
I mean,
is
I'm
it
far
double
away.
disadvantage?
Is it? It's super disadvantage, I think.
One disadvantage for each eye that doesn't work.
Yes, triple disadvantage.
Okay, you guys want to keep trying to rule layer me, or
We're asking.
he's gonna magically get his eyes back?
He's
So
half
weird how that
lizard.
happened.
He's a lizard. He's a fire newt.
His father was a newt.
His father was a newt. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. But that is true. She was a bullfrog. Okay, let me do a D3. So that one is going to go towards Anja. And both of them are going to go towards Anja. Cool. Fucking piece of shit. Bastard.
So, like, when she dies, I can just pick up my hammer, right? I can
Sure.
just take it.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. So I have to roll 12d12 or 12d6 because both of them hit, and then also 2 more d6, so a lot.
Damn. She's gonna get smacked.
Oh no,
Snake.
God save
Smashed.
the queen.
God save the queen. I wrote a song about an octopus.
To the queen.
To the queen.
Okay. I have to organize this. So fucking high. Alright.
Did you say
Yeah.
that you're high, Justin?
No,
Smoking doobies.
I'm not paranoid.
You're paranoid. Shut up.
Everyone's talking about me. I have to do maths.
Quick maths.
I mean, if you just want to shout out the numbers, I can do it for
It's a
you.
lot.
Cool. Hit me with it. Josh is good at it too.
It's a
He's
2.
2.
2 threes.
You suck.
11.
Two,
11.
A 2
threes.
and 2 threes?
But you know those are numbers.
Two
I don't
threes,
know.
that's eight.
Okay. Another 8, so 16.
16.
16.
16 plus 25.
41.
41.
Plus 24.
65.
65.
Sexy. And you just see this massive maul of just fire and ash strike down blindly, and you see Anja go under it. You see the maul go back up, and you see Anja go under it again as she takes all of that.
Ow.
It's a lot of dent.
And
All the damage.
the maul goes up, and Anja soon follows. Let me just make sure fuck me. She is singed, and that face, that sternness, has not broken. She has wholeheartedly taken on the full brunt of this maul, and you see her clutch the handle of her hammer. Now, Donner, you're a little bit closer
It's
and
my
you get
hammer.
an eye on it. Go ahead and roll a perception check or investigation, since I'm sure you're eyeing it.
15. Which is actually
So-
really good for me for investigation.
So, with your 15, this hammer seems familiar.
Mm-hmm.
However, it looks very vastly different from yours. It is gold. There is a kind of a Warhammer flat edge on the front, and this massive kind of axe head, like almost like twin axe head on the other side, It's like a halberd, but a little bit shorter. The handle is actually a lot longer than your handle. But you can see the archaic energy and the radiant, holy energy going from it, almost looking like it's a lightning bolt. As she is going to take it, and yeah, she's gonna fuck this guy up because she's mad.
She's mad. Got it.
She's mad. I mean,
big
wouldn't
mad.
you be?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm mad. I think
We're all mad here.
Everyone, can we take a poll? Is it everybody's mad? You
We're
know,
not
right?
having a good time.
We're all upset.
Everyone before
We're
Anja
not
takes a
gonna
swing.
take it.
Are we mad?
Not happy.
Oh.
As,
No.
as
No.
Loki's flailing around on top of this. He's like, I'm not happy either.
I'm not having a good time, y'all.
Blech.
I'm straight up not having a good time.
And I said,
Yo,
You said
that?
bitch though, right?
yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Of course.
Nah,
And
I'm
so you see her charge up with her axe, and you actually see this energy pop out for it. So I actually need Thokk to make a save on that. As a flashing light goes across. He got a Loki, go ahead and also make a I'm gonna need you to make a check for me. Give me 1 sec. It is Oh, I'm sorry, I'm totally doing it wrong. It's a attack roll, not a save. So we'll see if she misses you.
She's going for
Thokk, are
the
you
face.
at full health right now?
What's up?
Fuck you.
I haven't been
he's at full
touched.
health?
I haven't been hit. Like,
Oh,
I literally have healed and ran away.
So one is a 22. Would a 22 hit drum?
Yeah.
Okay, the other one's higher than a 22. So
Why is
we're
she
gonna say
attacking
that-
me?
You're on its face.
Why is she attacking the face if she knows I'm there?
It's a central nervous thing.
Go for the
Why
neck.
wouldn't she attack the face?
Because there's a neck right below it.
Anyway, the face. So that is going to be.
Is Loki gonna die? It's gonna make me really sad.
I'm sure he'll be
Maybe.
fine. Doesn't he? Don't you have like Death Ward?
No, we didn't get that.
You've got God on your side.
I mean,
I got the power of God and anime on my side.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Loki, you were gonna take 37 points of radiant damage.
God damn.
wait, aren't you resistant?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not on the sheet. It's not that
You're
I
a
see.
god.
I don't see it anywhere. Where would that be? Defenses?
It would have to be in the
Yeah,
features.
in your defenses.
Yeah, I've only got disease.
I will say that you are resistant to this radiant damage, so you can take half of 37.
Okay. 19?
Yes. So 19, as you feel the hairs on the back of your head kind of singe, a little bit of the stubble on your face starts to singe as you were hit with this radiant energy. You're familiar with it because you've been hit with it before by Thor.
I love you.
I love you.
Ow.
Okay.
The pain is your love.
How pain is your love?
Okay. Okay.
In all kinds of pain. It really fucking hurts.
Okay, and then she is actually going to use her. She should have her. Yep, Channel of Divinity. Sorry, it's been a while since I've had to use someone else. And this is not my original character. This is someone else's character.
Ooh, exotic.
It's like driving somebody else's car, you know. Don't
Okay.
wanna mess it up, but you want to do it your own way.
So, actually, I'm going to scratch that 37. It's going to be slightly higher, Josh.
Oh no.
But don't worry, you're going to be resistant to it.
86. That is halved already, so it's
So see you later.
so I'm dead.
Died twice.
Can
Double
Justin
dip.
just
Only
start
died.
all attacks with that, saying you're resistant to it, just to give us all the
Okay.
sense of calm?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, this is a lot worse. So, Josh, you're going to take 37 points of radiant damage.
Total.
Yes,
Ugh.
that is halved.
Holy shit.
As you kind of see her charge up and this radiant energy just goes out from her. And this is the first you've kind of heard from her as she just lets out this angry, almost tortured, kind of like frustrated scream as this pushes this motherfucker back.
Is he still on his face?
I mean, that's a Drem question. Go ahead, Drem. If you're
His
trying to
name's
hold
Loki
on,
now, so...
roll the strength check to see if you can hold on to
Well,
the face.
I mean, am I getting an action? Like, do I have any?
No,
No, just
this
okay.
is not an action yet. But I mean, you're after her, so you do have an action coming up.
Okay. Strength check.
Yes.
16.
You are able to stay onto that fucking face, as it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing that I keep getting hit up here, I'm going to jump down. First, I'm going to do Ray of Frost. Right,
Okay.
since I'm right up in his face, to try to ice over his eyes a little bit more. So, oof, 12.
Okay, 12 will not hit.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to Misty Step safely to the ground.
Smart.
About over here, and then just fucking run all the way over here.
Okay. All the way over there. So, as you do that, you kind of see and you smell the burning, like, flesh and hair of not only the fire giant, but as you pass the queen, you also just see the different singe marks and the gore that she's covered in.
Gross.
Alder, it's your turn.
Bruh. That's disgusting.
Ew.
And I'll just be like, Donna, do you need help with that, or are you good?
I mean, if you take care of this, I can go help take care of that, and I'll kind of gesture over to Turk House.
Okay, then I'll move the. I'm gonna still use my call lightning, so dexterity save for the fire elemental.
Okay. Leave him alone. He's been through enough. He got a nat 17.
Nat 17 is a save, so it'll be,
Okay.
as I recall, it'll be half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, half as much on a successful. So let me go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage again. It's going to be half is 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And you see the mystical energy and properties that was engulfing this fire elemental dissipate. As we have nothing but Thokk House left.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and say, cheers, and I'm going to just chill.
Okay. I'm gonna say with her, not like a free action. She doesn't have a legendary action, but people can talk freely. Thor, you're gonna see Anja look over her shoulder and make eye contact with you. She's gonna take notice of your axe, and she's gonna go, "We go for the knees."
Yeah, we go for the knees.
Okay. Thokk, you're up.
Okay, I am going to go. Where's Anya? Is this her right here?
Yes.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Then I'm gonna go here.
She's also very angry.
I bet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I'm gonna go here. That works. And I'm gonna drop bless. And I'm gonna grab my holy symbol, say a bunch of words in Orcish, and I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope, which would be any ally in a 30-foot radius. So that should be everybody. Now you have advantage on wisdom saves and death saves, and anytime you heal hit points, you regain the max possible amount.
That's badass.
That,
Ooh.
and then, so that was 10 feet, and my happy ass is gonna 15, 20.
Eight on.
Yep, yeet out of here. And then bonus action, I'm gonna take the spiritual weapon and slam it into him again.
Okay.
Natural 19 for 20, I think it's 27. This is plus 8, my thing. Where are you,
Okay.
spiritual?
That'll hit.
There you go. Plus 9, so 28. That'll be a 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Magical.
Magical. Good note.
Yep. And that's it.
As you hear a grunt. Okay. Thor, you're
Is he
up.
feeling it now a little bit?
You feeling it
Are you
now,
feeling now, Mr. Krabs?
I was gonna say that, but no, is he feeling it now a little bit?
Yeah. He can't see. He's getting banged to shit. I think he's feeling it now.
All right, just checking.
Monsieur
shit.
Krabs.
Monsieur.
I'm not able to get to his knees in this turn, right? Because I've only got a walk speed of 30. So I would like to double dash to, I believe it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use that to do that thing, and then I don't think I have anything I can do with a bonus action. Burned my action surge already. So yeah.
So we'll have you pause.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of hanging out now.
With
the end of-
Bjorn there.
Oh yeah, no, I've got Bjorn at the ready, and I kind of look at Anja and I nod, letting her know that next turn I'm gonna go for the legs.
Okay. It is now Val's turn, and she once again looks back over at Anya. You look great, by the way. And you just hear Anya go, Veldana, focus. Yep, sorry, got it. Sorry. And she's going to go ahead and try to swing at our friend here. Okay. That's a little bit better. And let's see if that... Yeah, that'll do it. She just made the hit. So you see her choke up on Flash. And she does have to get closer to him to hit. So 30. So she is right under him. And... Okay. And then I have to put the 2d6 thunder. 10. Nice. Okay. She kind of wedges the sword, the long sword, behind the soft portion of his knee.
Ow.
It's not, you know what? Yeah, she does that this way. No, it's Turkhouse's turn. Turkhouse not having the best time. Let's, see. Still can't fucking recharge that blast. Okay.
That's a good thing.
It's a very good thing.
Pretty pumped about that.
For you guys. As he is going to once again swing wildly. And we'll see if 1, he hits anyone, and 2, he hit. Okay, that's going to go great. And that will be an 18. So 18 might hit someone, depending on who it is. Okay, and that is not going to be great for that person. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's me. It's gonna be nothing but Josh. Josh, does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
Where do I see if that hits or not?
You
I'm
you
new
would
here.
see. Hold on.
Do I look at my gold? Because then no, 25 does not hit.
You can look at your gold, and
Hits
you're like,
me
look at all
right
this
in the
gold
wallet.
I have.
You can't hit
So-
me.
You actually
I'm
see
a rich person. I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
the
I have
knee
status.
status. I have tons of land. So his fist kind of goes down where that sharp feeling is as his fist rockets down and smashes into Val. As she gets banged up again fairly badly. Oof. Okay. And she kind of gets up, and you see her spit out blood from her teeth. The second maul goes down, and it does go down over Anja, but it also goes next to her as opposed to on her, as he completely botched his roll. And she is going to use a
More of that,
reaction,
please.
which is cool. And she's going to use Wrath of the Storm. So we'll see if he can make his dex save. Bless you.
Bless.
Thank you. No, that dropped. We don't have that anymore.
Actually, that is incorrect. Never mind. She is not going to do that because she did not get hit. So it is her turn. She is going to position herself behind Thokk House, and she's going to hold her action for Thor. As you see her wind up with the axe.
Oh, this is gonna hurt him really bad.
And Loki, you're back up, darling.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Well, are these here, the red guys, are they standing up?
No, they're dead.
They're dead. The red guys are dead.
I didn't know if they were
We have-
standing up, but like they were stuck. I
No,
don't know
they're
how
just
quickly
like
they died.
they're all like Peter Griffin, like on the floor, like one arm's up here, the other one's like they're all face down.
Gotcha. Then what I will do is just take one step closer and attack with chill touch. So I reach into my soul, grab a little bit, and send it out.
Okay. And she'll touch as an attack roll, yeah?
Yup. Does a 24 hit?
24 will hit.
All right, let's see what I do.
Very palpable hit.
8. 1. 8. Wow, really both sides of the die there. 17 points of necrotic damage, and he cannot heal until the next turn.
And you see him, and part of his like essence, the fire that is gooping out of his eyes, get a little bit dimmer.
That's a really gross way to say that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but eyes don't have things in it. They're hollow, so they just kind of... Anyway, it is now Alder's turn.
I'm still keeping my distance because from here I can do it, and I'm gonna continue to call lightning, so it'll be another dexterity save for him.
Okay. He critted.
Okay, so half damage.
Mhm.
5, 9. Okay, so that's 19, so half to 10 points of damage.
Okay. You will take that 10.
Right at his knees, though. I heard that.
And you just see whatever cartilage is in there slowly getting fried, and Thor, you can smell it as it's this gelatinous, this cartilage just slowly starts turning into nothing. Thokk. Your turn, darling.
Question. Two
Answer.
questions. This
Two
box.
answers.
What is this blue box? I can't remember.
Fleet
Is that
storm.
the call lightning?
That was Sleep
Uh,
Storm.
Sleep
Sleep
Storm.
storm.
Is it up still?
I didn't roll when I got hit, so otherwise, yes. Or didn't I drop it when I ran onto his face?
I believe you dropped
I
it.
believe you did.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's gone.
so it's okay for me to run in there. Okay. My second question, can I run under the flaming tree, or is that whole area like a wall of fire, essentially?
I mean, I just ran right through it, so.
I
You
would
gotta
say,
remember, I also tidal waved that area to put the flames out.
yes.
Okay,
So you could
then-
go through.
Then that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Make a beeline, baby.
I'm going to beeline it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at Val, seeing that she looks like shit. And I'm going to focus and hit myself in the chest and point at her and cast Life Transference.
Okay.
And because all healing stuff is max, I'm gonna take 32 damage, but she's gonna heal 64.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh wait, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. 69, sorry.
Nice.
Nice.
And she's like, I suddenly feel like better, but also super skeevy.
But also gross.
Meanwhile,
But also
Loki's
saw, dude.
And then I'm going to do a concentration check on Beacon of Hope. Natural 17. I needed to roll a 16. Good, good, good. And then I'm going to bonus action Spiritual Weapon. That's an 11 plus 9, so 20.
20 will hit him.
Okay, that's a 4 plus 5. 9 bludgeoning magical.
Okay. He
And
is
yeah.
looking great. So Thor, it is.
Looks great.
So I'm gonna move. I think it's just right here. Would this be like in kneecap range?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And I'm gonna take a swing. Is this at advantage? Because
It will be at advantage, and she is also going to swing as she was holding her action.
Okay. So that's a 27.
27 will hit,
Okay.
and hers will hit as well.
I can re-roll those, which is great. And that's actually worse. So that's 16 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing again because fighter's shit. Okay. 23.
23 points of damage, or
23 to hit.
23 will hit.
And then... God, I'm just not rolling well damage. 8, 12, 17 points of damage.
Okay. So, with your first initial hit, you're able to hit through the soft tissue and what would have been left of the cartilage of his knee that has just turned into what I can only assess as sludge or pre-jello. As you slice through it cleanly and it goes through the other end. Meanwhile, Anja has jumped up and she is going slightly above the knee, and you see the axe cleave as Turkhouse is going to fall. And that actually was enough to... How would you like to kill him?
I would like for him to kind of like come down.
Mm-hmm.
And once he's in the ground, or on the ground, and with his like last bated breaths, I want to walk up to him, and I'm gonna just kind of lean in, and I'm gonna tell him, "You did a very, very bad job killing us Celestials." And I'm gonna bring Yarnbjorn over my head and just slice right through his neck, and just decapitate him.
And you hit that spinal vertebrae, and it comes out the other end as you just hear nothing but gurgles and choking noises. And you see the queen. She is covered in this blood and silt, and she goes immediately beelines over to the decapitated head, and you see her, and she kneels down by it. You guys have a moment to yourselves as Anja is doing what Anja's do.
So like a short
And she has
rest, or-
put the hammer down.
Right.
It is currently down.
I'm going to go up to her quickly and just be like, "Hi, you are We are related, I think.
And she looks up at you and she goes, "You don't look like a son of mine."
No.
That was a joke. I would have
Yeah,
remembered
no,
something.
I'm not that guy. I didn't know.
How are we related? As she's just studying this head.
I'm Thor.
And she stops and she looks up at you and she goes, "You think you're Thor or you're actually Thor?"
No, I'm actually Thor. Like, that's Loki over there. And I kind of like gesture over to Loki.
Hey.
That's Valdana, and she follows Talos, and he's my brother, and we've been to the Temple of Thor, which is me, and we're here to help protect you.
And
She
I'm
look-
Alder.
and I'm Alder. And she
I
goes,
just
I don't know
wave
who
him
that
down
is.
his
I
up.
just met him.
and she goes, "Morning light." And she looks over at Valdana, and you see Val, and she's breathing heavily, but she just nods, and she goes, "Okay, you're Thor then." So, we are going to figure out some things from our new friend here.
What do we need to figure out from him? He's just kind of a dead guy now.
Well, the dead do have loose lips if you know how to make them speak.
I
And you
don't.
see her breathes in, and she is going to cast Speak with Dead. As you see both of her hands go against his temples, and you see this hand, the head light up, and she goes, "Now, Turkhouse, you only have 10 minutes before you become back to nothing but sludge. And I'm going to need some information. Your friends are destroying my city, and I can't have that. So tell me, where's your leader?" And you hear this rasping, almost like the pieces of his throat are still disconnected and severed, but you can see archaically it being reconnected back as the flap of his esophagus contracts and expands. It's almost like it's like a archaic straw or a alchemist straw that's going from the stub to the next stub. And she goes, "You're running very low on time, and I am getting very impatient with you, Turkhouse." And he goes, "Flevlock." And she goes, "I'm sorry?" "Flevlock is my leader."
Fluffler? I'm sorry. You gotta speak up. Can't hear you.
Flevlock. And you just see this blood coughing up. And she goes, "That's Flevlog. Fantastic. What can you tell me about this Flevlog?" And you actually smell this or hear this like snort up as a loogie just gets hocked by her feet. And she goes, "You're trying my patience, Turkhouse." And you actually see she picks up the hammer, and you see it slowly starting to get digged into the connective bone as she's going, "I know this is very uncomfortable for you, and you can completely feel this."
Listen, Turkey, you're probably gonna want to tell her what she wants to know.
Lovelock is the bringer of Ragnarok. As she goes in more and more, and she goes, "I don't understand what that has to do with me. Do you see Mount Celestia anywhere?" As it digs further and further into his face. He goes, "We're looking for the sword." And she goes, "I'm sorry?" "It's his blood right." The sword is Flevlog's blood right. And she looks up at you, and then she looks back at Loki and goes, "Do you know anything about a sword and a fire giant?"
Do I know anything about a sword and a fire giant?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Do
Loki,
I know
you may
anything?
you may also join with your history check.
I've got a. Where's my? Oh, my history is a +5. Nice. 24.
Okay. 14.
14. Luckily, both of you had heard stories of this person. Loki and Thor, you both have not met him, but there is one sword of the fire giants, and that belongs to Surtur.
Oh fuck.
And Surtur's sword is prophesized to bring forth the beginning of Ragnarok with the blood of an Odin son.
Hearing all the Flevlog and everything, I start to walk toward the face to stand next to Thor and Queen Anja. Did he say what I think he said?
Yeah. Anya, he's talking about the sword of Surtur. If we don't beat him to it or kill him before he can get it, he could bring on Ragnarok.
And you see the pummel just slowly start going in more to the head. I'm sorry, Loki, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it was just she was pushing it further, but
I, for one, like the killing one.
Hey, head guy, Loogie McGee, Turkhouse. Where's Egan?
Egan is by the temple
Which temple? There's a lot of temples. You're gonna need to be more specific.
in Valoria, whelp.
Well, that's a talk. That's a lot of big talk for a guy who doesn't have a neck anymore.
and she goes, Is that what's happening? Were you a distraction?
No, I was meant to go for the perimeter. We saw boats in the distance.
And I'm gonna turn and look at Anya. What's at the fucking temple thing? What do you guys have there?
And she goes, Are you after the sword from there? There's no sword there.
And he goes, no. To bring you down, you have to sever the heart.
I wish I knew what the fuck you were talking about, mate. You just...
No, Pat, turn it up, not down.
What happened?
Your microphone, I can't hear you.
Sorry. I didn't turn it down.
Oh,
I
weird.
didn't even turn it up, but now I did. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, mate. You're gonna need to be more specific.
She knows.
And you see her, and she goes, We have to go. Who else is coming? Is it just Flevlog? And he goes,
No. He's coming.
and she pushes forward. Who?
Anja. He follows. They're working together.
How long?
Long before the destruction of Asgard.
I walk. Anya, how much longer do we have on this?
She says, We have another 6-7 minutes.
And he feels everything.
Yes.
Good. I never had a chance to do this to someone who's still alive. And I reach in to take one of his teeth and start prying it out. And as I'm doing it, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you immediately start getting like pained kind of noises coming from Turkhouse.
And as I'm doing it and I'm digging the dagger between the gum and the root of the tooth, I say, how long until he's here?
Who?
Enya.
When he gets the all clear, he's ready.
Who will give him the all clear?
Flevlog.
And what happens if Flevlog does not give him the all clear?
Flevlog will always give the all clear.
And I take my other dagger and jab it into another tooth on the other side of his mouth. What happens if he does not give the all clear?
And it destroys everything.
I pull both daggers out.
Yeah.
And you see the queen take out the hammer, and she goes, "We have about 6 more minutes on this. We have to think." And she immediately just puts the hammer in his mouth and then just drops it. As the mouth is just, as these choking noises go. And you see her, she crosses her arms, and she goes, "Thokk, you have sending, yes?
Correct.
See what Duke's doing."
On it. And I'm gonna cast sending to Duke and be like,
What you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Thinking about boys.
I'm gonna be like, hey Duke, not much time. What are you doing with Queen Anja now? Where are you?
Valoria under fire.
Valoria under fire. I think I have enough words for that. Yeah, sure.
Yes, you have enough words for that. And you're immediately met with coughing and gurgling, and you hear,
Yeah. Oh no. What is on the fire?
and then you hear a kind of like get back from him. Obviously not directed at you, but he's trying to simultaneously do something.
In the Temple of Storms. Guarding the artifacts. Where's Anja?
Shit, I can't cast it again. I look at Anja and I say, hey, he's in the Temple of Storms. He's guarding artifacts. He's sounds really beat up. Like,
And
I think he's currently fighting something at this time.
That is when you start hearing a very wheezy, airy laugh coming from Turkhouse.
I'm gonna try and remove the hammer from his mouth.
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
18.
18. You're able to move it. It's a lot heavier than you thought it would. It's almost the equivalent of like regular Pat going and picking up a like 60 to 70 pound just dumbbell.
Okay.
You can lift it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very, very heavy as you're able to kind of move it out of the mouth.
I'm gonna put Jarnbjorn on one side of his mouth, and I'm just gonna start pulling down. Like if his head's this way,
Yeah.
the axe is sitting here. I'm just gonna start pulling down.
And you just start leaning your weight on it.
You're going to give us all the information. What's happening? Who we have to go see? What's going on at the temple?
We remove her heart. Then we'll remove the head.
And she goes, "Where's the head?"
The head is attached to the fist.
And you see her, and we'll see if she's fucking smart enough to put the dots in between.
While she's thinking, I pull down on the axe and just cut a nice good slit in the cheek.
And you see like the tongue kind of go through, and you see the tendons holding what little is left of this piece of the jaw, as
Most of it is gonna be from the side.
and she goes, "Fuck." And you see her, and she touches her chest, and she goes, "Captain Fair, what's going on?" And there's a one-sided conversation as you hear, "How many left?" "Understood. Stay by. Stand by." Fuck.
What's going on?
And Turkhouse once again.
The head is connected to the fist. No heart, no head, no fist, no Valoria.
And she goes, they're severing everything. They're whittling down the army. They're going to take out the avatar of, I'm guessing Lathander, followed by the avatar of Helm, and then what? I'm left.
Won't have to be much left. For Thokk.
I mean, that just sounds like we need to leave here. Can't let 2 avatars fall in one day. Valoria will not fall today, not the day Thor and Loki come to save it.
And you see her, and she goes, Thokk, may you never reach the Great Table. May you forever feel the consequences of your actions. This I promise. As you see the magic slowly drain as that connectal vocal cord dissipates, as the life that was very barely in Thokk draws out.
As that happens, I walk over to the tooth and I say, I wish you would have kept him alive a little bit longer. And I start carving it out to attach at least a fragment to my wrist strap.
So
strap.
the tooth is about as big as like a pummel, like a piece of armor.
Like a shoulder?
Yeah.
Shoulder piece?
Mm-hmm. You could probably get it whittled down at a much more convenient time.
Yeah, then I'll do that. I'll take the piece and just hold on to the tooth.
Anja, how quickly can you get us to where the battle is?
Sounds like there are several. And she's going to walk over to Valdana, and you see her lift her up, and she goes, are you okay? Yeah, Auntie, I'm fine. She goes, okay, first and foremost, we need to focus on evacuating the city.
You evacuate the city, make sure everyone gets out safe. Where's Egan? How far to the temple? We've got a score to settle.
You see her, and she looks out into the distance, and she goes, not for quite. Even if you're running, and she starts thinking, let me think. Give me a moment.
Alda, can you still do that cloud thing?
I can.
I look at the group.
The only thing is that's going to limit how powerful I can be in battle. Just remember that. I have no problem casting it. I know what we got to do, but if she's got a better idea, it'll give me more strength to fight.
Anja, where's my hammer? I can fly at least some of us there. Where's Mjolnir?
Mjolnir is here. And she pulls the hammer and she goes, it's complicated. This is Mjolnir. But it's also with something else. The way I work, and you see her and she goes, I'm not an avatar of you. I'm an avatar and a direct descendant of both of you. Both halves of the storm. Cutting this back into Mjolnir and the twin axes will greatly cut my power in half, and I can't do that yet.
Then you better think of a way for us to get into battle. Because if not, you're going to lose a lot of people. More than you've already lost. And you guys have never seen Thor this serious. But he's laser focused. Well, Loki has, but
Yeah.
Alda and Thokk have not seen him this focused and this serious. What are our options? What can we do? I can't fly without Mjolnir. And you're unwilling to do this at the moment, and I understand that. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
And she's going to look up at Valdana. Auntie, we have a boat. Jesse's here.
We also have my boat.
We have 2 boats. Can they focus on evacuation?
Yeah.
And Valdana also goes, yeah. And she explained, there's a... Go ahead, Alter.
I was just going to say Windwalk takes a minute to cast, so I'm just going to get the material that I need necessary out, just in case she doesn't find a way, so that way I can cast that if needed. Because Thor's seriousness, changed Alda's perception on how serious this is right now.
I'm gonna use my last 4th level spell slot to cast Sending to Sue.
Okay.
And tell her, hey, when you get to Valoria, change of plans. Don't come find me. Help evacuate the city, as many as you can on the horizon.
And moment passes, and she goes, understood. If there isn't a dock, I'll make a dock.
I use healing hands on myself to just pump 12 points of healing into myself because I'm kind of low.
Fucked up.
A little bit.
I'm also gonna do lay on hands.
Is anyone under half?
Do the full. I'm very much under half.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you kind of ask that, you see Anya, and she puts her hand up, and she goes, you need to reserve whatever the fuck's left of that. And she's going to concentrate. And she is going to do a mass cure wounds at
Hooray.
6th level.
And obviously a minute has passed, so Beacon of Hope is down.
That's okay. As we'll do, that's 1d8. And she just goes simply, it's not much, but it should at least keep you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Fucking 2 8s, baby.
Hey!
16. Let's do the other 2. All right. It's not as cool as the other one, but yeah.
Plus her wisdom?
So yes, plus her wisdom. So you guys all heal 28. Who's ever in that vicinity. It's not, like she said, it's not much, but it should be enough to keep you on your toes. And so she's trying to think.
Thanks.
The artifacts are important, but the army's also important.
Enya's at the artifacts.
No, not yet.
No, he's not here yet.
No, Egan. Sorry.
Egan.
Egan storming the temple.
How far's the temple, Anya?
On foot. If you're sprinting, you can get there in about 30 minutes.
That's so fucking far.
We have Alda. Let's use his
What
wind
if,
walk and get there and take down Egan. Why are we doing so much talking?
Because we're not at full strength, and if Egan is half the man you say he is, not fighting him at not full strength is foolish, brother. We can't fall like Asgard did.
But what choice do we have? There's no
What's
one
the,
else. It's us. We are the last line.
What would you say is the this is a question for the DM. What would you say is the carrying strength of a giant eagle?
Give me a few moments as you talk amongst yourselves.
It's probably 2 of us.
Because that's an 80 foot flight speed. That's much faster than on foot.
I could
wild shape into a
cast
giant eagle.
jump on myself and carry someone as well.
How far does that take you, though?
That's 90 feet.
But so you
It's
can only do it
tripled
once, though, right?
For a minute.
Oh, for a whole minute.
It's for a full minute. I can jump 90 feet.
You can like Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
So that'll get you, what, 10 minutes?
10 rounds, yeah.
No, I mean through the 1 minute, you'll get the equivalent of 3 minutes. It's not too much. It's a 30-minute sprint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he's covering
exactly
a lot faster with this.
Well, he's only covering 3 times as much in 1 minute, so he's only covering 3 minutes worth of running.
He's going to still have 20 minutes after he gets done with that 1 minute.
It's either going to be the Eagle so far or the wind walking. Eagle's not much faster than that. It's still going to take us 10 minutes to get there.
I'm looking at the carrying capacity.
I mean, I can do jump 3 times. But
You're gonna need
almost,
spells.
I'm almost tapped from spells. So
It's not
large-
going to be fast enough. It's only 10 minutes worth.
A
You got the
warhorse is a large creature and can carry up to 540 pounds.
Oh my god, I throw Penelope on the ground
And Anya just looks down. She goes, "Is that a giant chicken?"
and I say, absolutely it is. She's the love of my life. And I say chicken fingers and she jumps up into
And you just see
And I grab her by the face and I go, Penelope, this is very important. We need to get to the temple. We got to go straight there as fast as you can go. And I kind of jump up on her and I'll grab for Loki and I'll look at Alder and say, you bring Thokk, let's go.
And then I'm going to go ahead and gonna say, Thokk, you want me to ride or carry? You want to ride or you want to carry?
I mean, I always want to ride, but that's a different story.
Hop on my back, and I drop a wild shape, and you just see me turn into a giant eagle.
And before you leave, Anya's gonna look at you, Thor, and she's gonna go, stay in touch. I'm going towards Captain Fiera.
I don't have the way to do that, but I will do my best.
Figure it out.
And we're just gonna fucking book it and just go on our way to the temple. Yeah, exactly.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna be over the top of you, not terribly high, but I'll get enough of a view to see what's down below us.
I would have you go ahead so that we can follow you because we don't know where the temple is.
We don't know where the temple is either.
Yeah, but you
Don't
can
worry,
see
you won't
it.
miss it.
You're an eagle.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
How much higher are you than us? Like 20 feet?
I would say probably a little bit higher than that, probably like 40.
Damn it. Okay.
Above the tree lines?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I only have a 30-foot range. So
For Misty Step?
no, for minor illusion to try to talk to you. Yelling 40 feet's a lot of feet when we're going.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I can be down about
No,
30
it's
feet to make that
Too
work.
late.
You'll have to talk to Thokk though, because I wouldn't be able to respond in eagle form. I would understand you, but I can't respond.
No one can respond anyway. It's only one way.
Well, we followed Alder on our way to the temple.
Okay.
And just fucking Penelope is gone.
While we're shit, I can't do the accent tonight. While we're riding, I want to talk to Thor and say,
ahead.
hey, you're not
time.
wrong. There's only 4 of us. We don't know what Egan's gonna have. I can cast some illusion spells, make it look like it's not just us. Do you have any ideas?
I'm just worried about what he has. You know, if we show up with an army, who's to say he doesn't come out with an army? And our army isn't real, so it concerns me. What do you think about doing get help? No, I'm just kidding. What do you think about how powerful is this Egan? I don't know. I don't know him, but I know what you've told me, and I want to put his head through a wall.
Now, I will say before you speak, Loki, because we haven't really spoken a lot about Egan.
Mhm.
We know of Egan. Egan is, compared to other fire giants, he is more slender. He is more slimy. Where you assume he'd be the right hand of any man, from the knowledge that you kind of gained, you can assume he's probably within the high ranks of the fire giants, and he works under Flevlog. And you remember him desecrating and destroying the Asgardian chamber and the room, particularly where your mother was, that went off in a gulf of flames as you heard her screams and her flesh kind of start to crackle and burn. And if that wasn't bad enough, he ripped her out so that he could play more. He's slightly more sadistic than a normal fire giant. Sorry.
What is his size? When you say he's slender, is he still 20 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just, as compared to, so fire giants are kind of the equivalent of, they're stocky, they're like dwarves. Where, as you would know, both of you, anyone who is familiar with giants, the tallest giants are storm giants. Then you have frost giants, who are normally much bigger. Fire giants are incredibly aggressive. It's almost like they're compensating for something. They're not the shortest, but they're that mid-tier, and they have an ingenuity for slaving. They have an ingenuity for brutality, and when they are organized and they have something set their mind to, they can be very dangerous.
He's worse than the other fire giants you've known. He's not as physically intimidating, but his eyes. It's not just that they don't have a soul, but an anti-soul? I don't know. Yeah, I look inside and I just see a void. I watched him slay our mother. I watched him play with her. He's not one to be trifled with, but we don't have a choice now.
No. And he doesn't either. Hold your magic. I believe you know the best way to use it, so I'm not going to tell you. I don't have the gifts you do, but Loki, I will kill this fire giant for our mother.
We will kill him.
And
as he says that, an idea comes to his head. So you say what you're going to say. Sorry.
I was just going to say, and Thor gets very quiet and very focused, and from Aldous' perspective, there's a very dark sea of clouds now kind of coming together, and it's almost like it's following them, because it is.
As that's happening, the idea comes to his head, and he whispers to Thor. Well, says to Thor, pull off a couple 100 feet away from the temple where he can't see us. I'll relay the message to Thokk as well. I'm going to sneak inside.
Okay. And, once we get within that couple 100 feet, Thor's going to steer Penelope off.
and I'll minor illusion up to Thokk, tell him to pull off, to basically follow Thor's lead.
So what I will say is you guys are coming into the city. That smell of fire and hair and skin, buildings being dilapidated and coming down, these great buildings that seem to have been made out of marble and gold just coming down. Hearing the citizens of Valoria screaming and crying as you see several different Duragar and fire elementals wreaking chaos and havoc. Even in the distance, you see, clad in this armor, black pewter, brushed with very light tips of bronze, several spiked shields that almost cover an entire body of a fire giant. And you see that there's this small glow coming from them, and they are just fucking bulldozing through different buildings as they are destroying them.
As people are running towards us, running away, I'm going to just start herding them, telling them they need to go to the docks, they need to go to the front of Valoria, there's ships there waiting for you for evacuation, and I'm just trying to help the evacuation effort. And then before Loki goes, Thor reaches out a hand, and he says, make sure you come back.
I always do. Real quick before we continue, so I have this invisibility, and the range is just touch. Can I only touch one person, or is it whoever I'm touching?
It's whoever you touch.
Okay, then little bit of retcon. I'm going to say we can all sneak in instead of just me. So just pretend everything that just happened, except I said we can all sneak in, except just me.
Let's get him.
Let's go. And I pull my eyelash and pull out a little bit of gum Arabic, encase it, and cast invisibility. So for the next hour...
wild shape.
Oh, yeah.
Would I have been able to take off my armor while flying on Alder, or would I have had to, hold on to him the whole time? Because I am not sneaky with it.
You can, one arm with the scruff and do what you need to.
Okay, then I'm going to remove my armor while we were flying.
I'm not sure if it changes it, but it says that your armor and stuff is invisible too.
I'm loud.
Oh, does that still... It still does noise? Okay.
You can be invisible, but you could still be obnoxious.
I can also cast Pass Without a Trace on us to help too.
Super invisible.
Ultra invisible.
Okay. Give me one moment. I'm just trying to get up some stats because I did not think we'd be getting to someone tonight, but that's okay.
D&D.
War in one night.
It's not
And
war in
the
one
war.
night.
And the war.
No more.
I'd like to end the war.
Can I roll to end the war?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a D.
Got to
D1.
20, dude. What are you gonna do?
Oh, frick. Oh, knew it.
I got a natural 20.
Happy Christmas. War is over. Like,
Whoa.
I got a natural 47.
Oh my god, how did you do it?
power of
Percentile.
God, dude.
I'll believe in the heart of the cards. I watched enough Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know.
I
know
know
how
how
this shit
they
goes.
fucking nerds. Anyway, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Um Sorry. So go ahead and I'll have you guys kind of pull to the side amongst all of this wreckage and carnage, and you guys have I'm going to give you like 2 or 3 minutes cuz like I said I still need to pull up their stats to
So I'm gonna say
Chicken.
chicken nuggets, and Penelope's gonna shrink back down into a little, like, thing, a little statue, and I put her in the bag. And I kind of, is that big motherfucker Egan?
The one with the
Yeah, I would
there
say
are a
it's a
few of
Loki.
them, so you can assume that they are higher than grunts. So no.
Got it.
Also, you would recognize Egan immediately, Loki, and
Yeah.
it is not Egan.
You said he's a skinny boy.
He's just thin. He's slimy, and that's coming from you,
Who is also kind of slimy.
who's thin, lanky, and slimy. He's almost like 5'3".
You're a lanky fuck too.
Yeah, but I'm the sexy kind of slimy. He's the gross kind of slimy. Don't
Everybody's
everyone
got a
say it
type.
at once, but yes, you all
Whatever helps
agree.
you sleep at night.
Ha, joke's on you, I can't sleep at night.
Me
Because
either.
of the screen.
My head is so loud.
Because of my PTSD.
Hold on.
I look at Thokk, and I just ask him, how are you looking with stuff?
Like, how do I feel?
I mean, that partially, but also how much magic you got left in the magic cannon you got.
Some lower level stuff and one really big one. That's pretty much it. I'm almost tapped out. Health wise, I'm fine, 100%. So, thanks
I mean, that's good.
to Anja. Yeah. So,
Would we have been able to get in a short rest, or no? Would we be riding too quickly? And okay, that's fine.
I can pick you guys all up again one more time.
What if one of us was to fall in battle? Do we have enough diamond to be able to do that? Got it.
And it
Sorry.
has to be in a minute.
So don't die.
Yeah. Don't die. And if you do, I mean, I can bring you back in 10 days, but I would need a 500 gold diamond.
I mean, Thor is going to go into his bag and just start ripping parts of his sleeping bag apart. Puts 500 gold in a makeshift satchel, and he ties it to his belt, and he's going to hand pieces to everyone. If one of us is to fall, just use the 500 gold that's on our belt, get the diamond, and bring us back.
Okay. Hopefully the queen will help. She'll help.
I would wager that she is very much going to help in trying to save a city.
So, all of you have your invisibility. Alder, go ahead and roll for your stealthy stealths.
Do we? I was gonna say, are we actually all gonna be rolling stealth checks throughout this?
If you're going to try to sneak into. So,
Yep.
let me describe the temple once again. Did not think we were going to get here tonight. That's okay. That's great. So, this massive temple that you would assume would have been this kind of great monument to the two brothers of the storm has been dilapidated and broken down. As you kind of walk through the courtyard, it's like no one's even fucking noticing you. You have seen, like, several Dryads are just barreling through different shit. And as you kind of go through the courtyard, everyone roll a perception check, but Alder, you can do it at advantage.
8.
Good
That
stuff.
11.
is 27.
Okay. Thokk.
17 plus 9, 26.
26. Okay.
Gross.
As you guys are kind of like walking through, you could assume when it wasn't scorched or on fire or nothing but charcoal, this was a very beautiful courtyard. Different flower beds, benches that were previously scorched, and as you kind of go through different overpasses, you see that there are several different kind of statues, and it does look like there was a plaque to the Brothers of Storm, and you see like the what they would assume that your and Talos's like legs would look like, because that's all that's fucking left of the statue. With your 26 and your 27, Thokk, you take notice, but it's not really familiar to you. As you see, kind of off to the far end, there are two statues that are intact. One of a much shorter stature, both hooded, and one of a prouder statue. And Alder, as you're kind of walking by, you see this very large beak of one of the statues, the shorter of the two, almost like a raven. As you get a little bit closer, as it's on kind of your way, as the brothers are focusing forward, you see something that you saw someone in a drawing do. That there is this very small raven Kenku person that says Tristan Windsound, champion of Pelor. As you see this little crook and the symbol of Pelor on his chest. And you see Finn, Meyer, Tiermount. As you see this kind of gruff, chiseled kind of beard, because it's in marble. And you see this kind of bow next to him. And you see their birth date. And they have the same death date.
What was the name on the Kenku statue?
Tristan Windsound.
Tristan, and then Windsound is in parentheses.
You always did have beautiful temples.
So
You almost sound a little jealous, brother.
Me, jealous of you. Laughable.
and these are statues, right?
They are statues. So, Thokk, you're able to see them, and you can try to Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast as hard as you can, if you want to roll an intelligence check for it, or a history check. See if you remember anything within the past 7 years.
I'm gonna try to guide myself when I do it.
I will
Use
also
guidance.
say, in front of the names, there is a general and a general.
Oh, it's General Tristan, General
Finn.
Finn.
Okay. That's like a 12, 4, 15.
15.
It's not
isn't
bad for Thokk.
Yeah, that's with a -1.
Yeah. And I didn't have Alder roll anything for that.
Yeah, do you want me to-
Yeah, go ahead and roll a intelligence check, because both of you would be familiar with the war they fought in.
An intelligence, you said?
History.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, never mind. That's a saving throw, anyways.
Ah,
Just kidding.
flick!
Well, no, I actually have proficiency in intelligence saving throws. Natural 20
Natural 20. So,
plus 0.
zero. So both of you
Zero.
look through, and you see the General Tristan Windsound. With your
Clicked.
knowledge of Thokk, you can identify that this is a Kenku, and the wind sound that's in captions, you can assume is actually the sound of wind. That was his name. It was Tristan. Because as you know, Kenkus can only mimic what they hear. They can't make their own original thoughts or sounds.
Got it.
And you also recognize on his chest the symbol of Pelor. As it says under it, Champion of Pelor.
I don't think I need my check anymore. These were who Anja took into the Dragon Wars with her when she visited Vindran.
There's the T. There's the F.
Yo.
I will say, though, with your check, Alder, Tiermount is very familiar to you. It is a very famous name. They're the Tiermount Mountains.
Correct.
But more importantly, you know Valdana's last name is Tiermount.
Okay, so Thor, since you just got back, as we're going
His
in.
headphones aren't in yet.
Oh, okay.
Give him a
Gotcha.
second.
As you're getting back,
Sorry, I had to pee.
you heard the talk of the statues before you left, right? Because I didn't see you leave. I was focused. Even I rolled a natural 20 on my history check. I don't know if you're still here for that.
I was not.
Crazy. But naturally, as soon as he started going, it clicked in my brain to recognize exactly what was going on. In the fact that, remember when I saw the old chairs that Vindrin had created? These were the people that traveled with Anja. These were the people preparing for the Dragon Wars.
I knew
That's
that.
where the T and the F came from.
Pat knew that.
Obviously.
Thor did not.
Finn, his last name is Tiermount. Obviously, Valdana's last name is Tiermount. So, relation.
Papa, can you hear me?
Also, Thokk,
So,
go ahead. What were you going to say, bud?
no, I was gonna say to Alder. So I also had a conversation with Pelor, by the way, and if I'm not mistaken, Tristan should still be alive. Well, some remnants of him is alive in the Temple of Ayun until the next avatar of Pelor takes over. That's apparently what they are tasked after they die a mortal death.
That's creepy.
God of life, so I guess you can extend it, but it's for a good cause.
While this conversation is going on, I'm listening barely, but I'm scoping out a path to the center of the temple where I presume Egan would be.
Yeah, you could assume. So the temple is within it. It seems to be a very large dome that on the tip of it, broken off and jagged, you could assume that when the weather came in, the lightning would strike it just right and it would light the inside of this temple.
As in, that's how they would light the temple, or it was something else? Okay.
It would have to be inside.
Yo, no say.
Yo, no say. I will relay that to the group and start trying to create a plan with everyone. So,
Time to plan.
if we can get in and we can separate him from his minions, I think we have a chance.
I agree with that.
Do we have anything that can blockade the door?
Giant chicken.
Got giant chicken. I've got some rope. Alder, can't you cast Entangle?
Not at the current moment, no.
Can you cast Stone Shape and seal the door?
Not at the current moment.
Damn.
Okay.
If
Alright.
especially if we want to have one more possibility in case one of us falls.
Okay. I could. It would be loud, but I could use my mace, and I have a mace of smiting, and when you hit the mace of smiting on not people, it crumbles, like comes down. Like, remember when we fought the stone T-Rex and I smashed it and it kind of like, so I could try and do that to the walls.
Wouldn't that
Depending on
just
how-
leave the walls for them?
I mean, it could create like a blockade in front of it. Is what I'm saying. You know, if we create a small, too tall of a. I mean, I don't have much of a. I'm not built for this kind of thing, so.
Depending on how wide the door is, I have a flask full of oil.
Shit. Maybe there's something inside we can use. Pews, bookshelves. We've got an hour of invisibility. I'm sure we can find something. I think we should get inside and see what we can do. But we have a rough plan.
Let's take a look at everything and then make our decision from there.
So I take the eyelash in resin and I cast invisibility as everyone put your hand in. I put my hand in.
Oh, wait. Before you do that, I'm going to message and reply to Vindrin, who apparently messaged me.
She did.
And say, do not head to Valoria now. It's under siege. Head to...
The Island of the Stormlord?
The Isle of Stormlord. If possible. We'll rendezvous there.
Okay. So that was sending, right? So she can reply?
That was replying to her. I assume she cast sending towards me, so I assumed that I replied to her. Because I haven't
replying
said
to her
anything.
now?
Yeah, because I haven't said anything to her. Or I haven't said anything to anyone. So since I haven't spoken out loud, I assume the first thing I say out loud would be her reply. Right?
You've spoken since then.
It's true.
Since...
So she just gets like, oh, fuck, all my friends are hurt.
Well, I got your message after we were talking about the statues. So I assume...
I was reminding you. She said it while you guys were on the boat.
Oh, I thought you were saying it. Okay, then never mind.
Not reach out to you right now.
Ignore that.
Convenient.
I misunderstood.
It's great how
Sorry
this
that
worked
when we
out.
started sprinting to the fire.
I'm gonna mute myself now. Thanks. Bye.
So you keeping that to yourself, or you letting everyone else know that an old lady might be coming?
I mean, I'll let y'all know that an old lady might be coming, but there's no way for me to reach out to her right now and let her know not to get her ass over here.
She's coming here.
I mean, it's not. We just need to kill all the fire giants in Valoria before she gets here.
Oh, easy.
And that's
Let's
going to
just
be
kill
a
all the
great
fire
story.
giants.
It's going to be a great story.
Fuck, you're right. It is going to be a great story.
I
Those
mean,
like stories.
the return of Thor and Loki is kind of a great story. So
I have to say, I'm excited to finally be a part of one of your warrior stories.
I mean, normally you are. It's just on the other side.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited to be on the winning side.
Okay, are we doing this? Because if we're going to be invisible and trying to sneak around, we got to be quiet.
Yep. Yes. And I put my hand in. Everyone put your hand in.
And I cast, as we both put our hands in, I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Fuck Egan on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck Egan.
Fuck Egan.
Guys, whisper. And I cast
Fuck
invisibility.
Egan. Oh fuck.
Shit.
Shout it.
Okay, so to be clear, invisibility does end if you attack or cast a spell.
Will that end for all of us?
I don't know. Let me look.
Is it if you attack or?
When the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell, so it's individual.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So if one of us attacks, that person can be seen, but the other three still stay invisible.
Yes.
And that's why on the safe side, I cast Pass Without a Trace before you started.
Yeah. Which gives us a plus 20, right?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Or plus 10, sorry.
Plus 10 to any stealth roll. Plus whatever your modifier already is.
Does invisibility give you advantage? Is that what that does?
You can do like a surprise attack with it. Doesn't give you advantage though.
On stealth?
On stealth?
On stealth?
I mean, you're invisible. I mean, imagine you can't be seen.
Hold, please.
I think it does.
Give me one moment. I'm looking up invisibility. Is it regular? It's regular invisibility. It's not like greater invisibility. Correct?
No, just invisibility.
Okay.
Which I forgot I have Boots of Elvenkind on too.
Oh, so your armor's back on.
Don't make any noise.
No, I'm gonna leave it off.
An invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature's location can be detected by any noise it makes or any tracks it leaves. Attacks against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage.
Oh, so attack rolls do have advantage. What about invisibility? What about stealth checks?
So I would assume stealth checks are going to be normal stealth checks because you can still be loud.
Okay. Perfect.
But pass without a trace
is a plus 10.
It gives you plus 10 to your stealth checks.
Yeah, it gives you a plus
so
10.
I think you guys will be possibly okay unless you botch.
It's true. And I roll
Don't
at disadvantage, so let's see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna retroactively not take off my armor because I forgot about my boots.
These boots are made for walking.
For sneaking.
That's just what they'll do.
We're sneaking through.
Okay, so we are making our way to the temple.
Making our way to the temple.
Dunking fast, faces bounce.
Okay, guys.
God, it's 2021.
That's time.
So, as you kind of go through, there are like grunts that are kind of running around of different Dugar, and it looks like they're trashing through this initial kind of entrance of the temple. You see different tapestries to Anya's very long lineage of family. So there would be a Loki tapestry that is just torn to shit. There's a Talos one.
Fuckers.
Torn to shit. There's a Thor one. Pristine. Just kidding. It's torn to shit. Yeah. There's to meet different people. There's a there's an Odin one. Torn. There's just different one. There's Sif, Modi. Her long family line, and it goes and it ends at someone named Alistair. That's torn to shit.
Donna kind of stops and falls back slightly when he sees Sifs. And he just gets very recluse for a moment. And he gets a little teary-eyed and blows a kiss. And continues on.
We'll see with the Sif one. You can attempt to look at it further, or you can...
Not now.
Okay.
Later. As long as we survive.
So as you kind of go through, there's just more of these destruction noises, but you do see the initial chamber, and inside is a lower chamber that you hear this kind of like very, I don't want to say restrained, but there's someone in pain, kind of screaming at the bottom. Occasionally, like it'll stop, and then you'll just hear another like, ah!
Does the voice sound familiar in any way?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Thokk, you can roll a perception check to see if you know the noise.
$18.
It sounds very familiar to a man who took you under his wing. As you recognize the voice of Decory Flintback, gritting.
As we were walking in, before we get to the area, I'm going to kind of whisper to everyone, hey, while we're invisible, we should probably try and hit him with everything we've got at least one time. It's a great way to probably start.
Only thing is, we all have to agree to go at the same time, or our invisibility drops.
Right, exactly.
We can also use that to our advantage.
That's also true. We want to attack him one at a time.
Who feels the beefiest? Yeah, I knew
It's
you
not-
would, brother.
The answer's usually never me.
If you can attack him first, draw him to the other side. We can come in after, ping-pong him back and forth. He won't know who to attack.
Let's do it.
I like it.
Where are we right now?
You're going into the main chamber. So you're on that initial, like, if the bottom chamber is kind of like, think of it as a basement.
Okay, are we seeing anything that can be used to barricade doors or anything that is built into the? Is it a temple?
It is a temple. You can see different pews. The Temple to the Stormlord is, think of it less of a church, and it's more of like a commune space. It's something to celebrate. It's something to enjoy. So there are different tables and pews, but some of them are just cast as splinters. If you want to take an investigation and you want to take the time to look for something to barricade, I would suggest doing it now.
Is there any grunts inside the temple, or is it just seem like it's empty and just the noise that we're hearing?
It's the Drugar, but the Drugar aren't doing a lot besides focusing on their task, which is to desecrate this temple. But you do notice they all do have those screamer collars on.
Gotcha.
When we notice that, I look at Thokk and I say, "Can you cast silence?" Okay, just a thought.
Well, I can either do that or I'm trying to see. I think I have Guardian of Faith. I can put a Guardian of Faith at the door, but again, that's gonna deplete my 5th level.
That might be our best option though, to block the door.
Yeah, once it does a certain amount of damage, it'll disappear, but it'll at least take a chunk off of whatever gets near it.
I can help you out with that.
Okay.
And we continue to move
None
forward.
of you fall.
Yeah, and I would like to roll that investigation now, if I can.
Okay, go ahead and roll your investigation.
1.
Yeah, there's nothing in here at all.
There's a lot of supplies, but everything has been splintered.
I would say I would help him. I would be looking for things as well.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Of course. I mean, we're all together. We're trying to as a group, trying to find this stuff. So.
Yeah. So should everyone just roll, and I just got the shitty one?
I mean, yeah. Let's all roll. That would be fair, so that you.
Nice,
know.
Daddy. Do you agree? Do you consent? That's
I rolled
sexy.
a 3.
I rolled.
That was my re-roll. No joke.
And
What is your reroll on that?
Investigation.
Oh, that's a minus. 16.
So much better. So much better.
Okay.
We had a 1, a 3, and a 4, so a 16's great.
There
Wow.
are materials, like I said, there are different kinds of pews, tables, marbling, debris. There's enough that you might be able to MacGyver something.
I say we just leave the Guardian. It's not worth our time or worth getting caught when these things are floating in the air.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It'll stay for 8 hours, so. Okay, just tell me where to put them.
We will in the doorway when we finally get to Egan, and we continue to move forward.
Okay. So, as you get closer and closer, lower, the noise of the screaming and the wailing, just the torture that this person is going through gets louder and louder until you're finally at the seat of this very large inner temple. Give me one moment. There we go. As you see, singed under this massive boot, covered in this very similar pewter armor that you saw, where earlier it was brushed with brass, is brushed with silver. It almost looks like it's a rank. As you see this very spindly, towards the far end of the temple. I'm going to have you guys move back a little bit. I just want to give you a point of reference. So we're going to have you back to where Thokk is. Thank you. Duke is at the foot, and this boot is just scraping under, and you hear him gritting, and you just see he is not in his armor, Thokk. As you see him, he is in his regular priest garb, no hammer in sight. He is covered in what you would assume would be these pristine kind of white and blue robes that have just been dirtied with his own blood, filth, dust, char, as you hear this crunching as he lets out another and very low-key, this voice you haven't heard in a very long time.
Tell me, little man, where is the sword?
And you hear Duke, and he goes, I'm not sure. Why don't you give me another look down under your foot? It's really hard to fucking see. And he goes, and you hear another crunch as he lets out another fucking yell. And he goes,
I'm losing my patience, little one.
if you're gonna be giving me pet names, at least buy me dinner. It's another satisfying crunch as you hear this scream. And he goes, okay, I'm sorry, I tell you. As Egan kind of goes a little bit further in, puts his ear to Duke, and you hear him, and he goes, I'm sorry, it's below here, it's farther here. I'm sorry, I thought you would be familiar with it. I mean, it seems like you would just know. I've spent so much time there. And he goes, I'm sorry, I'm not quite familiar. Do you want to explain? He's like, well, considering you slithered out of your mother's snatch, I figured you'd want to know. As another crunch.
Donna's going to start moving forward.
And you see he's coughing up blood, and he just has this smirk on his face. And as you kind of move forward, you can see under this foot of this very small dwarf that he has accepted that if he dies, he is going to die here, and it's going to be keeping the secret of the temple.
Does Egan look hurt at all? Does he look like he's got a little bit of wear and tear?
Singed and teared.
Okay.
Like he's taken. Definitely, Duke has put up a fight.
Okay.
Just Egan is covered in armor, and Duke is
not.
As Thor moves forward, I grab him to say, hold on.
Can't let him die.
We won't. Let's be smart about this. Alder, Thor, you go for the ankles. I'll go for his face. Thokk, do you have anything you can do to push him over?
I'm not gonna be able to do Guardian of Faith. I'm sorry. I need to get him out of here.
That's fine.
So I can cover the entrance and just stay distant.
I mean, we can't have you at the entrance. If one of us falls, we need you there.
I can heal you from a distance.
But can you see us from a distance? That's the problem.
As you hear another.
Thokk, put up the Guardian and put him behind you.
Fine.
Listen, I'll put up an image. No one will be able to see any of it. I'll make it look like rubble, so they won't even try to get through the entrance. But we have to take him down first. Just literally take him down. Now's the only chance we'll get. 2 on the ankles. I'll attack his face.
Okay.
So
we move forward.
As you're planning, you see this very weak hand reach out, and with a very tiny part of his energy left, Duke casts spiritual weapon, and you see this very immaculate, strong, proud unicorn that is attempting to just scrape at Egan with its hoof. And he goes,
Is that a unicorn?
I thought they all died out. And Duke is just filled with blood and mucus up to his throat as he's unable to muster and choke.
We're moving forward.
Yeah, let's
we're
go.
going. Yeah, we're going.
Before I say that, before we do that, I'm just gonna say, do you guys know if they're weak to anything?
Water?
Pain.
Intelligence checks.
Pain.
Nope.
12.
14.
3.
You can deduce that fire would not hurt him.
Gotcha.
We're moving forward. I'm going.
Yeah.
Thor is done listening to the wails of this man.
Are we
Not
able
only
to?
the wails of this man, this is the first person that you've seen that is the not only an avatar, but he's the avatar of your best friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Thor's moving.
Are we all able to attack at the same time because of invisibility as a sneak attack?
I'm gonna have all of you roll initiative just so you guys know who is attacking first, essentially.
Okay.
We'll just do like a
And
surprise
please, just everyone tell me what you rolled.
9.
11.
17.
15.
Okay.
Loki first. Again.
He's fucking dexterous as shit.
So dexterity, man.
Can I
So we
can I
have Loki,
choose to
Thokk,
go?
Thor, Alden.
Can I choose
You-
to go after?
Yeah,
It's hold your
you can
action.
always hold an action. What
Okay.
are you holding your action? You have to tell
Oh,
me.
true. Okay. Oh,
Okay, so
So
we
what are you
move
holding
forward.
your action
Let's
for?
let's move him because it's about to go down.
So, like I said, Duke is under his foot currently. You would have to unwedge his foot.
Oh, I'm going back here.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
moving
just
myself.
going after the ankles.
Kind of give
Yeah.
you an idea of what the direction and what's going on.
So where can we? Okay, so we can just get up there, right? We're not worrying about movement quite yet.
Give me one moment. I'm gonna have him roll. So everyone, please roll a group stealth check for me, and I'm gonna roll a perception check for him.
That is a 34.
15 plus
33. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
27.
So 30.
Okay. You guys are all incredibly quiet. It's almost like the wailings of Duke are covering any other residual tracks you may have. As once again, you see this pathetic sight of this unicorn trying to gouge, and it's doing some minor damage, but not to the extent of it's flickering in and out of etherealness.
And as like we're running up there, I'm just gonna say, giving him everything I got.
Okay.
Voila.
All right. So, Loki, you're up first. What are
Okay.
you doing?
I'm going to ready my 2 daggers, preparing to. Yeah, you know what? I'll just stick with the polearm. Ready my polearm. Hold my action until both Donna and Alda have attacked the ankles. I'm not sure if I can do this or not, but I'd like to Misty Step up to his face and then attack.
Okay. So, do you want to hold your attack until other people get into position, or you're going straight for it?
No, I want to hold the attack until everyone's in position. I'm curious if I can do the bonus action with the action. If I can hold both of those, since I'm not using either now.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so then yes, when Thor and Alda have attacked the ankles, making him weak, I'll Misty Step up to his face and immediately attack him, hoping to make him fall down.
I'm going for Achilles tendon, by the way. I want to
Okay.
snap this. I want to snap his Achilles.
Okay.
And my question, since obviously I'm the last in the initiative order to go, if I cast a spell that requires a save in order to do damage at his ankles, since he doesn't know that it's coming, would he be at disadvantage on that?
I would assume so because it would be a surprise action.
Okay. Then
He's a fair
Thor-
and noble god. Dice Daddy.
What's that?
Said he's a fair and noble god. Dice Daddy.
Dice Daddy is, yes.
Blessed
so in
be.
that case, Thor, are you holding your action until I attack?
No. No.
Who's
Okay.
first?
Thor's
I
first.
am.
It's Loki, and Thokk, Thor,
Oh.
Fuck, what was your initiative?
15.
Nice.
So, if Loki is holding, it is Thokk. Thokk, what are you doing?
So he's currently crushing.
He is under the foot.
He is under the foot. I am going to hold my action to jump in between Duke and the foot for when either any of them attack and he takes his foot off. And
Yeah.
You're gonna pull him?
Well, yeah, I guess I can pull him instead. Yeah, let's do that. And get between the two of them.
Which foot is on Duke?
We'll say left foot.
Okay, so the foot that I'm
Thor's foot.
going for. Got it. Okay. Cool. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna swing my axe at his Achilles 2 times.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Okay. At advantage. That's a 17.
17 will. 17 will not hit.
Okay.
You got our that's both of the. Okay.
No. Next one's a 23.
23 will hit.
Cool.
So there is a scrape with the first hit as the weight shifts slightly off Duke as you cut again.
I can re-roll that. Oh, it's the same exact thing. 23 points of slashing damage, and it's right at the Achilles. I'm literally trying to sever his Achilles
And
with this swing.
immediately that invisibility just pops off.
Hey, you piece of shit! I'm Thor, and that's all I got.
So that happens, and I pull Duke out from underneath.
Okay. So you pull him. How far can you pull him?
I don't know. How much does he weigh? I have 30 feet of movement, but I don't know.
He's not in his armor. Go ahead and roll a strength check, but he is a small gentleman.
I was gonna say, I was like, he little. 17 plus 4, 21.
Yeah, you're able to drag him. I would say to your full 30 if you need to.
Then yeah, I'm taking him straight towards the door.
Okay. So you start pulling him. And okay. Alder, you are also up. You were right behind Thor.
Okay, so then I'm going to go for, since he went for his left leg, I'm going to go for his right leg. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna kind of get back this way, so I have like half cover behind this wall, or where, however it would work, so that way I can try and be a little bit hidden. And I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth at 5th level.
Okay. What does that do?
It's under his left leg. He has to make a dexterity save, which since you said that he is since you said he is it's a surprise, he will be at disadvantage on. And Erupting Earth, I take a piece of rock, smash it into the ground. A 20-foot cube around him will now become difficult terrain, and he's going to take a good amount of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He needs to make a dex save, correct?
Correct, yes.
He did crit on his dex save.
At disadvantage?
Oh, at disadvantage? I'm sorry.
That's what you said, so.
Okay. So definitely lower than probably your DC. So
okay, yeah. Okay, so 16, 29. That is 46 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The area surrounding his left foot, 20-foot cube, is now difficult terrain. And I think that would likely be a cue for Loki to go and try and knock him over, as now he's going to be in a rough patch.
Go ahead.
Yes, let me draw the area. Okay, so I Misty Step up to his face, and as with the first one, the first fire giant, I attack both eyes.
Okay.
I get advantage on this for invisibility.
Sure.
Okay. First attack is a natural 20,
That'll be good.
so I will
That's
roll
on one
for
of the
that.
guys.
Get it.
Oh wait, double or roll twice?
So it's always double the dice.
Okay, just making sure. I don't crit very often.
It's okay.
So that will be 14 points to one eye. The second eye does a 21 hit,
21 will hit as well.
and that will be another 9 points to that eye. And with my bonus action, I'll take the bottom part of the spear and swing it up into the bridge of his nose, trying to bloody it or give him some sort of hematoma.
Okay, so really quick, you attack the same eye or both eyes?
Both eyes. I go one eye,
Okay.
one eye, and then
Okay.
right down the center.
Okay, go ahead and do the center.
That one is a 24,
24 will hit.
and that's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So collectively 23.
Yep, I got it. And it is back at that order. So actually, Loki, you have another full turn.
Oh, sweet. Is he falling?
Oh yeah, surprise round.
Yeah.
What's that?
Has he fallen to the ground at all?
Yes.
Did any of it work?
He is slowly starting to fall to the ground. I would say he's at a laying back down position, half up, half down.
Okay, then as he's falling, I'd like to run down his body to come to the side of Thor, rather.
Okay.
So I'm sure that'll use most, if not all, of my movement.
Yeah.
And then I will cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay. Anything else?
I believe that's my action. No, that's all I've got.
Okay. So I did roll post surprise round. And it's actually Egan's turn. As Egan is slowly going to go up, use half his movement, and he's going to sit up. And you just see this smirk on his face. And he goes, all that for this one little man. And you see him, and he points a finger towards the doorway. As Thokk, I'm going to need you to make a dex save.
And 4. This is gonna suck. They were at advantage because it's something I can see. They were both 5s, so that's a 5.
Okay.
Not great. Not great.
Yep. 2 5s.
Off to a good start.
Not great, Bob.
I'm glad I put myself between him and
Duke.
Duke.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Oh no.
That's a lot of dice.
I don't like that.
Is it? What did he do? What is it?
So. Wow. Sorry. So you see kind of this finger point out as this spray, just kind of ray springs from this finger. And it's almost like a wall that kind of pushes forward. As Thokk.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
No, you're good. I'm trying to see if this is what I think it is,
Same.
or what Carlos thinks it is.
Sorry.
Or what Mike thinks it is.
Or Josh.
Not me. I'm not.
I don't care.
Okay. Thokk. You are gonna take with your head 26 points of force damage as you and Duke are kicked
Okay.
back a little bit, and You kind of are holding Duke in your hands and your arms as you look down at him and he looks up at you and he smiles and he's about to say something as this archaic energy pushes forward and from the ray as slowly this mass that you're holding of Decori Flimpback slowly starts getting softer and slowly softer as it dissipates. And you just see a cloud of just dust. And we will end it there. As the last thing you saw of Duke's face was he was warmly looking at you. This mess of just skin and chunk and blood through your hands.
All right.
Heavy.
Well, that was another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week with an all-new episode. Josh, would you like to read some names in the chat?
Sure can. Big shout out to Abbott Costello, another TV viewer, Commander Root, Droop Dog, FTO Payer, Gandalf the Babe, and Kicked Out of the Hood. Thank you so much for watching.
Kicked Out of the Hood just gave us 1,000 bits as well. Thank you, dude.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
man.
It literally just happened right now. So
damn,
Thank
you so
you
much,
for
dude.
watching the death of a close best NPC in the world. Thank you.
I know, these are real feelings we're having right now.
Guys, thank you for watching, though. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. Come and see if we can take down another fire giant with no rest. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next time.
So long.
Bye.
bye.